Because that's what I heard. Why do people come all the way to Hawaii to jog? That's crazy. There's rain in the mountains. Can you see them from where you're at? You know what? I just realized, Jen, the recordings that I made today, they were on your phone, weren't they? Huh?
Yeah.
And I can't play them tomorrow for the Saturday Q&A because we have to use your phone, and it's still on your phone. And if I make a recording from your phone to my phone, then it's a recording of a recording. And then when I play the recording of the recording on the YouTube, everyone's gonna say, "I can't hear. I don't know what to hear."
We need another phone.
So that means that we're not gonna play those recordings until Monday night.
You can play them and make a link for them in Premium. Post the link for them to click on.
That's an idea. I could take these two recordings. Make links like we did, put them in Premium.
Yep.
And that one person that complained will be satisfied, huh? Isn't it amazing? There's always one.
You're saying I can send the link to you like I could send a picture, but then I would have to stop this to do it.
I'm not going to do that tonight. There's so much to talk about. And as far as those two recordings, yeah, we had Delta, Eminem, me, and Angel One, and I-Team, but they never talked, so they were in the background being quiet. Ooh, I'm full, baby. You full?
Yep.
You go eat? What'd you eat?
We ate egg drop. What is it?
Udon noodle. And
tempura.
And tempura with what that beef is called. Sukiyaki. With ponzu sauce.
Come closer to the microphone. They can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
No, it's way over here. You can hear the air conditioner. Where are you gonna sit there?
I'm gonna sit on the microphone. That's what I'm
You're
gonna
glad
sit.
that you ate today.
The what?
You're glad that you ate today.
Oh yeah, so good. I ate it with my chopsticks and my long spoon. My shovel is what it boils down to, and shrimp tempura. Shrimp tempura with sweet potato Okinawa tempura potatoes and garlic, just a little bit slices of garlic chicken, and Asian salad with sesame seed dressing. Hey, and large
Should we turn off the air conditioner?
Yeah. Turn off the air conditioner. Can you all? Huh? Is this? What do you? Hey, huh? Whoa! It got silent, Jan. Babe, are you still there? Did you fall through the floor? Oh, you gave me water? Okay, thanks, babe. When you come back, go ahead and give me the number when we're at 5.
680.
680?
Yeah.
Almost 700 already?
Yeah.
I don't want to start yet. I'm having fun.
Hi, young SC.
Can I tell my penguin joke again? No.
You're gonna have to come closer if you're gonna talk.
They can't hear me?
You eat today. Good. What? Good. Won't be so cranky.
Who said I won't be cranky? I'm never cranky. What's wrong with you? I'm trying to traverse the lanai to get to you. Hold on.
They like your outfit.
You like my outfit? You want to see it? Thank you very much. Thank you. You know what it says? Want to see it? You see it? See it? See? It's my golfing shirt. Oh my goodness. Whew.
Did you eat already?
Oh, sweetheart? Oh yeah, I ate the whole thing. I'm sorry. Go ahead and bring me the box, by the way. Oh, Godspeed. Speaking of God, wow, look at. Say hi to him. Go ahead and say hi to God. How you doing, God? It's good to have you with us, with all them angels. I feel the rays of your hand.
You're tiny bit dark.
What's babe? Oh, I'm dark. I got a suntan. That's why. Can you? Oh, can you hear me, family? We may have to put something on this microphone, babe, with the wind. Can you hear me? And there's nobody to see what they're saying. Oh, sweetheart. Oh, aren't you clever? She just went and got the big lamp that's in the front room over the,
Good out here.
in our apartment. Now turn it. No, this way, Mia. You have to make those light bulbs hit my face. Oh, God. Oh, how many you got? Baby, that one is lighting the back wall and back of me. No.
I know, I gotta.
What are you
It was
doing?
coming undone. It's still not good.
It's still not lit up?
Not really.
And it's blinding me and you can't see? Unbelievable. While we're waiting, for technical difficulties to be dealt with. Hi! Greetings. My name is Frank, and I go by Frank26 on the internet. And I'm known as the Goofy Guru. I made a name for myself. You hear that, Jan? Mm-hmm. The Goofy Guru. Anyways, it's the. Do you feel that rain?
No.
Did you just feel rain on me?
No. There's a bird.
Oh my, there's a bunch of birds, yeah. Oh, it looks like a Picasso. It is the 21st, I think.
Yep.
21st of February, 2020. I greet you in agape love. Welcome to another one of your Frank 26 UB2Bs. I hope you don't mind if I drink water. I got up at 7:30 and didn't stop with the phones until about 1 o'clock. You know about that? About 1 o'clock?
Almost 2.
Almost 2 o'clock. My mouth was foamy. You thought I had the rabies, remember?
I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
Was that why you wouldn't kiss me this morning? I mean, all that
Look
foam.
at the things down there.
Wow, they're moving it fast. We're next to the Alawai Canal, otherwise known as the sewer of Waikiki. It's a channel here, and they have a kayak racing right now. We're gathered here to study the Iraqi dinar. By the way, is the volume okay? Do I need to make an adjustment from the volume, family? While we're waiting for your response, I want to thank the individual that sent me these
Texas cookies.
Texas cookies.
That's what they said.
Oh, buddy, they were good. I almost ate the box too.
They're like turtles.
Huh?
They're like turtles.
Yeah, they're like turtles because they have caramel and the pecan and then the chocolate and then clusters of like fudge or something in it, and it just melts in your mouth. Thank you very much. It's very sweet of you. This box, by the way, I opened it and
It was empty.
it was empty.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, I emptied it into my stomach. So this one is mine, and this other one that you sent
yours.
is also mine. Yeah. Can they hear okay?
Yeah, everybody says it's great. It's a little dark, but
Ladies and gentlemen, I ran out of time. No, I got a little well, you don't need to hear about that. I ran out of time and I needed to eat. If you don't eat, you know, you get a little palpitation. So we went to eat and we rushed back and we want to sit down and talk with y'all. It's Friday and it should be Friday team chat. And I'm not in team chat inside my forum, ktfalways.com. No, I came out because I ran out of time. And it's that simple. I'm not going to sit here and play you any, sad song. I'm just tired, ran out of time, and I decided to come out of premium. So I need to apologize. I had Claire go into premium and explain to everybody what was going on. We made a nice long posting and everybody was happy with it. But there was one, and that one individual said, really again, here we go. I mean, out of premium, huh? Basically, it's kind of like, basically it's grabbing me and kicking me between the legs while you're saying, why should I pay you $10? And you got a point. Yeah, maybe you should stop paying $10 and not be a part of premium. I encourage that those that are not satisfied with the way I do things, leave. I have no choice. I don't want to say the word I've been ordered. But by doctor's orders? You are a doctor. I mean, yeah. Rankin, yeah, I just realized that.
rainbow.
Rainbow time out. This is an omen. Look at it. You see it?
Yep.
You see it right there? One of the things about rainbows is that a real true rainbow is not an arc. No. The rest of the rainbow actually is in the earth itself. You can't see it. The infra colors are absorbed by the earth itself. And what you are left with is an arc. And you see the rainbow. But a real true rainbow is actually a complete circle. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a phenomenon. I have two pilot friends that are commercial pilots, and I was talking with one just last month when he came here to visit us, and I said, "Hey, look," and I showed him our trip coming here to Hawaii this year. We saw the complete rainbow, the circle. I looked out my window, and I thought they were coming back after me again. My alien friends. Yeah. Yeah, I was picked up back in 1947. Oh no. So, anyways, I said, "Oh my goodness!" and I grabbed the camera, videos the whole work because it's rather unique. You don't see it very often. A full, complete circle of a rainbow. It's interesting. God said, "I wasn't happy with you, and don't you dare do it again. But I'll make a promise to you. I'll never wipe you out with water again. I'll never drown you again, okay?" And that's my symbol that I send to you. Every time that you see rain, don't fear, for I shall not destroy you with water ever again. But will you stop over that camera? But I find it interesting though. God said, "I will not destroy mankind by water ever again." But he never said that he would not destroy us by frozen water. A lot of people think, "Oh my gosh, look, the world's heating up." Yeah, but it's heating up because of the abnormality of the cycles of the season, and the magnetic poles changing. But in reality, it's going the opposite way. The Earth is going into an ice age. It does it every 20,000 years. That's why Trump says, "Yeah, whatever. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it?" Happens every 20. Last time it happened, it brought in, it said goodbye to the mammoth. The poor mammoth, they were busy. I mean, just eating in the tundra. Check some of that stuff out, man. It's good. Then all of a sudden, the ice age just overtook them. They were the last. That was about 10,000 years ago. Hey, will you stop changing the subject? So, anyways, it turns out that I told Claire, tell everybody on Team Chat, I'm sorry. I know you paid me $10, and I should respect that, but I ran out of time, and I got to come out and talk to you outside. So Claire goes in and she posts it on Team Chat, and one person comes out and says, yeah, here we go again. Out of Team Chat, huh? Out into the public with everybody, huh? And that's, an indirect way of saying, up yours, Frank. So I don't play that game, and if you play that game, we'll just get rid of you. In other words, what I'm trying to say is I already cleaned the swamps last week, and I'll continue to clean the swamps at KTFA and in my chat room. We give away so much of that chat room as it is, so if I lose another $10 just for this, for the decency of respect, that's all I want. That's all I'm asking for. You don't have to come into my room and make it obvious when I've already apologized. Unless you really, really have a desire, a thrill to take somebody's face and to rub it into razor blades filled with iodine. Stop hurting me on purpose with your innuendos. Oh, I didn't mean that, Frank. Yes, you did. And I won't tolerate it no more. By orders from the doctor. We're done with all the garbage. So why are we gathered here together? The last time we talked, I said that there were 12 files. And I gave you 2 of those files. I believe that they were deep. Because on Monday, when I suggested to you, and by the way, this whole call, everything that we're talking about is just in my opinion, okay? Strictly my opinion. I offer you no date, no rate. I don't. The CBI does. But the thing is, you, in my opinion, you have to figure it out. Yeah. You have to figure it out. You ever play, what is it, scavenger hunt? I only played it one time in my whole freaking life. I was a freshman in college and I just loved playing it. I loved it. I've never played it ever since then. I don't know why, I got a kick out of it. But as you slowly collect all the pieces, and I guess all scavenger hunts are different, but let's say that this one is the more pieces you collect, then you solve the riddle, the question. So right now, all the pieces from the CBI that are coming out, if you understand what you're doing, and if you put them together, oh my. For example, remember I told you that a 30 within a 30? Okay. If we have a prime minister, and we do, and then if that prime minister gives us a cabinet, which we do, and I know, you're saying, well, they didn't vote on it. I told you they wouldn't vote on Tuesday. I said maybe Thursday. They didn't. Yesterday, did they? If you want to know when my teams, Eddie, Fireflies, thanks guys, they found out. It'll be this coming Monday when we're together again. And if that's the case and we have a cabinet seated, well then within that moment to 30 days later, which I think will be less, I really think that a new rate will be presented to the Prime Minister and his cabinet. What are they going to do? Just sit there and waste time? No, Iran is gone. Well, most of it, most of it is gone. And the 12 files, when Walkie Stick and I talked, and by the way, please pray for him. As you know, the latest update I gave you, he has 2 operations that are coming about. Thank God that he's not going to be under complete anesthesia for both of them. It's difficult for him to go under the knife because of his blood pressure. He could have a stroke. My blood pressure is about 180, 190 over 100 every day of my life, and there's not much I can do about it. I could go to the doctor and he could give me these pills and whatnot, but Look, God will take care of me, right? I feel I'm on a mission. I pray to see the promised land, but if I don't, you guys complete the mission. You understand? You understand that? And don't call me and tell me, here's your remedy, here, do this, rest there, do that. Well, you don't do that. That's the more stressful. Thank you. Say a prayer for me instead, that I won't be so stubborn. So, yo.
I'm gonna try turning it this way because it's getting darker as the sun goes down.
But actually, honey, the sun is about to crack through
Okay.
that. Why don't we give that just a second,
Alright.
see what happens in just a moment. Now, I lost my train of thought. Files. 12 of them. When I was walking, when I was talking to Walking Stick, I was talking to him that these files are telling us that we're at the very end, sir. And he says, yeah. I compared it to that, that tape that you're breaking, just before you cross that finish line on a long marathon. Because if they're talking, number one, tellers, right? Now, when we talked to you on it on Monday, me and Walking Stick were talking about it Sunday night and Monday morning. He said, there's more to this. I said, what? Oh, jeez. Turn those lights off. Oh, my God.
You're right.
Yeah, right? Okay. So, anyways, family. So, as I was saying, jeez, I can't, where is everybody? Oh, my God. Oh, there you are. So, Walking Stick. That's not Walking Stick. Now, you know what, though?
That's better.
That is a little too much in my face. Walking Stick. These things are very prominent events towards the end, wouldn't you say? And he said, yeah, very much so. Whew, I tell you what, that's not going to last long. About another 10 minutes, it'll probably go just below that building there, and I should be okay. And he says, there's more to that. I said, just the first file? He said, yeah. What? You see, ladies and gentlemen, the tellers, they haven't been told yet. But in my opinion, and you know the meetings that if they occurred, that this is what they're talking about. So, in my opinion, these instructions, these directions, this format, this standard that is being put together by the board of directors so that they can present it to the citizens, because the tellers are the citizens. And that's the last stage. Ooh, profound, no? Hold on. Yep, I got that. Lots of big light bulb. So we're going to tell the citizens? Yeah. Is that what you mean by Article 2? Yeah, I've been trying to tell you, but there's only so much I can tell you in so many ways. And that's why you think I'm crazy. The second article from the CBI is being written right now. I've been dying to say that. And it's being put together based on these meetings because they got their asses chewed out. And it is being presented to the citizens, which are the tellers of the banks of Iraq, because then they must tell the rest of the citizens of Iraq about the monetary reform. The tellers can't know about it beforehand, before the rate goes up, no. Whew. I'm sorry. I love to just hang loose here. The tellers cannot be told beforehand. Now, what do you mean there's more Walking Stick? Yeah, let me talk to you, Frank. Go ahead. And he talks to me. And then I talk to Angel One, and I say, Angel One, you got this? And he says, well, let me look, let me find out. And he makes phone calls to his friends and his bank sources and whatnot, and the next thing I know, he calls me back last night and this morning, and one thing about Angel One, you think I'm volatile? You splash water on his fire and it just gets even bigger. Yeah. Angel One says, I called my bank guys. You see, family, these were the bank guys that we got a hold of, and we asked, are you seeing gold moving? Yeah. How'd you know that? I'm just asking, are you seeing gold moving? Lots of it to Iraq. Yeah. All right, thank you. We didn't tell you how much. We didn't go into too deeper into it. We just said that was my opinion. That's it. That's done. Now we're seeing money being moved in. Money. Now, money that is not just being moved in, family, but being moved out. Uh-oh. Hold on. Yep, turn it off again. Wait a minute. How is that possible? Because they're Article 8. And they don't care if you know it or you don't know it. Now, the interesting thing is that, in my opinion, Donald Trump says, enough of this. Enough of this. So, you want to be put on the list? Huh? CBI? Any of you guys? A lot? Anybody? No. So they're working. Okay. Alak was already kissing rear end anyways. It was his job to get the other ones to obey and get in line. Alak's done a good job, in my opinion. So that's why he's sticking around. And that's why he'll be the official men's latrine towel hander, outer, or whatever for the rest of his life at the CBI, because that's about all he can do. But he will be part of the announcement, and he'll be part of the second article that'll be given to the citizens, to the tellers, that gives it to the citizens. This is exciting, because then when we felt that goal was moving, and now we see that, in our opinion, large amounts of money. Angel, ring-a-ding-ding, or ring-a-ding-ding. Hello, Frank. Oh, Angel, stop it. What'd you find out? Frank, we have multiple confirmations. Multiple? Oh, tell me about it. He said Iraq is serious. Yeah, I know. Actually, Trump is serious. I mean, Trump is the one that said, enough of this. And he scared them. And then he took the oil money away. Have you ever seen anything this fast before in your life? No. This ain't politics, is it? No, it's business. And that's why I love it. I've done a lot of business in my lifetime. The business transactions that take months to years, they freaking fail. That's why a franchise, you want a franchise? Got it. You're in business next week. What? We'll build you the building. We get everything in there. Hell, we'll even get you the employees. Want customers? We'll get coupons out. I mean, yeah. Boom, now, fast, boom. And that's how you are successful. Success is an open window, and you better make sure that it's the one that's open and not the one that has Windex on it, We found out that we have multiple confirmations that from our bank friends that helped us with gold that are now telling us that it looks like Iraq is very serious about being a world power. They're using vehicles, so let's just put it that way. They're using vehicles to bring money in and out of Iraq in large amounts, in my opinion, from many other countries. And you know what they're doing. They're just lining themselves up. They're jockeying for position. The race is about to start. This will cause the economy of Iraq to explode. And this is huge, family. These are things that, in my opinion, we are seeing, and I feel confident enough to tell you that they're doing them. And it can only be because they study like we do, in my opinion, and they see the things that the CBI is doing internationally. In my opinion. And by the way, why do you think Forex is talking so nicely and highly about them since last October, November? In my opinion, gold was first to move to the CBI, in my opinion, from many parts of the world last month, and now we're seeing, in my opinion, large amounts of money that has a safe manner in which to enter and exit Iraq. Due to, well, we're just calling them vehicles. One of those vehicles is Article 8, obviously, and then there's many more, and we've already pretty much covered all of them. To make large transitions, first of all, is impressive for Iraq's banks, but then to do them in and out of countries, in my opinion, based on what we're seeing, and you'll see it later, because what did I tell you Monday? What did I tell you Monday? Tellers. What they tell you Thursday? Tellers. But there's more, and I got to tell you about it. But anyways, to make these large transactions is impressive because they never used to, and to see them going through the country of Iraq, in and out the way they are, with freedom of capital, freedom of movement of their capital. Well, shit, that's what we've been looking for. Angel One, if you guys are seeing this, your teams are seeing this, and how are they? And he says, Frank, they're ecstatic. They're ecstatic. Look, Iraq is playing with the big boys. They just got to tell it and announce it now. Because the risk is gone. Because the risk is gone. Now countries want to deal with Iraq with this type of coverage, with this type of Article 8 that's so bold in this country. Ladies and gentlemen, here's another thing I want to update you on your file number 1. These tellers are being trained, or going to be trained very soon, and this format is being written up for them. Hey Jan, remind me to talk about Trump and the Russians and the Democrats if we have time. I don't know why, I just thought about that right now. Probably because I got that call from Russia. What was I saying? I forgot. Countries, 8, oh dear me. Now these countries want to deal with Iraq, Article 8 coverage. Ladies and gentlemen, there's something else. You got to take notes, Tink.
Sorry, I'm watching the chat. And
Are they being bad?
There's a lot of things that are being deleted.
Oh.
But it's dark. I can't even see it now.
How many people do we have?
1.2. Want to try and flip it?
Flip it? To
Flip
see
it.
you?
No, I'm going to flip it. You're going to reverse the camera when I turn it around. And see, like in the car, it lights up better. Let's try. Because the other one is pretty dark.
What are you doing? Wait a minute. Oh my God! You're twisting my neck all the way around. Oh, you're twisting my neck. Oh, wait a minute. You're twisting my neck. Hold it. Oh, that hurts. Wait a minute. Twist my neck, my God. Oh, wow! How'd you do that?
Is that good?
That was magic. Oh, I can see myself. Look at that. Oh, I got my eye. Oh, it's my eyeball. Okay, so there's something I want to tell you, family, about this. These tellers, they're not being trained just yet. Okay, not just yet. They will be soon. Hopefully within that 30-day period, once the cabinet is set. What? Trump, in my opinion, went there and said, you want to be put on the list, you want to be in trouble, no, okay, and they got on the ball. Okay, here's what you do. You see this? You see this right here? This is when I want you, right here, I want you to stop. Well, I mean, you're not going to stop the auctions. We're using the wrong word, but you know what you're going to do, okay? Well, stop using the American dollar in your auctions, which basically stops your auctions until you enter a new rate for your currency, right? Right. Okay. So Trump says, in my opinion, here's the date you're going to do it. Now, you want to commit to it? I guess. No. What? No. No, we don't play that game. Hey, Treasury, stop their oil money. Now, that's the first thing. They got 2 other things, altogether 3, that they're going to take away from them. You don't know the other 2. I don't know the other 2 either. No, we don't know. But wouldn't it be something?
Huh? So, what does the CBI say? We commit. And they did. And the fact that there's a commitment date, not by the CBI, because twice they freaked it up, but there's a commitment date by Donald Trump. Food. That looks like a nominal modern city in the USA. How's it young? So I hope you're doing fine. How's the kids? Well, my wife left me and the house burnt down and the cat died. Other than that, how are you? I am doing good. So it turns out that, in my opinion, what happened, ladies and gentlemen, is that, in my opinion, okay, Donald Trump says, train him. Okay. But sir, that was that's down here at the bottom. Train him. Give him the second article. Tell him everything. Show him the coins. Show him the new small category notes. Explain the exchange rate. Tell him how the citizens can open up rates, accounts, everything. Explain the whole ATM, everything. And the CBI says, yes, sir, because we don't want to get in trouble and we don't want to be sanctioned anymore. Shoot, we're trying to get back our oil money. Yes, sir. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm here to tell you that, in my opinion, we want you to know that these people that are soon to be trained, these tellers, these citizens of Iraq, to talk to the citizens of Iraq, are not going to be trained internally by the structure of the bank itself. It will not be an it will not be an Iraqi instructor. It will not be an AMF source. It will not be anybody internally from the banks of Iraq. You know why? Because, in my opinion, Donald Trump hired an independent agency, and he said to them, get in there to the CBI, okay? Why? Get in there to the CBI and get ready, because you're going to start training the tellers. Yes, sir. Okay, we can do that, U.S. Treasury. And by the way, U.S. Treasury says to this agency, this is how you're going to train them. Stop right there. Somebody applaud, please. I never thought, bravo! You see, it's a new raid. They flushed out the CBI family. They can't be trained internally by their own people with their own stupid Middle Eastern ways. And that's what's been going on. Twice you could do this. Come here. Set up. Don't you want to do that? Twice you were set up beautifully. Yeah, okay. The first time was your fault, and the second time was their fault because they started the protesting. Okay, Iran. But this time, no. And we're in charge. And you know it, you're scared. Well, you're not scared about it, but you ain't going to F around, are you? No, sir, CBI. The GOI is very carefully, very fragilely being structured, not structured, it's being brought forth to the citizens. You can vote whatever you want. You can pick whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. But I already told you, they got the prime minister, they got the cabinet members. Didn't I tell you that months ago? It was in the second week of December of last year, in my opinion. What do I know? They're not being trained internally by their own people. They're being trained by what I think is what Donald Trump's people sent. CBI, you pay attention to these people now. Okay. What is that telephone number? Oh, is that? I thought it was a telephone number. Wait a minute. Let me read that thing. Oh, you're doing? You mentioned me up. Look, it says, what is it? 148, 1,300 something, and 900. Are those measurements of an elephant? Is that like, you know? You understand the significance of what I just told you? It's really important. I mean, I think so. Angel One was going nuts, so I decided to make a recording of him. He said, "This is huge!" Ooh, did you hear that? It echoed all the way. Huge! Oh, did you hear that? Choo! Ooh, did you hear that? The other thing that, the other file that we started to touch, but I didn't really go too deep into it, is the idea that there is there's a statement of testimony that is coming from the governor of the CBI, which is actually nothing more but what we call the second article from the CBI to the citizens. And this statement of testimony is something that I believe that they have been talking heavily about in their meetings. And I think it regards their open market policy. And if you think about what I just told you, that in my opinion, they're in and out, in and out, in and out. And now I tell you that I believe that there is a statement of testimony that will be coming from the CBI governor regarding Iraq's open market policy. The statement of testimony will be presented to the IMB, I told you, to the AMF, and many, many more. Not many of you even know what the IMB is until I told you that it's the International Monetary Board. There are international all over the place. This statement of testimony will begin will be given to the IMF, to the AMF, to the IMB, as an introduction of the Iraqi currency to the international world, because it's already being introduced to the international statement. Is introducing the new Iraqi currency to the Iraqi markets via Forex. Now, that's what I wanted to, I'm not going to keep you too long. Like I told you last week when I kept you for 3 hours, one of my own staff members told me, "Don't do that, that's not good." And I realized that those were almost word for words in the long message he sent me. They were word for words of the person that I cleaned the swamps of. So I decided to do the opposite. And I decided to come on tonight. Yeah, and then I get criticized today by my own inside our forum and say, "Well, there you go again, Friday Team Chat, outside to the internet." One person, huh? Well, God, you know, when Sodom, you know the story about Sodom and Gomorrah? Remember when Lot had that long conversation with God? But if there was just one guy, huh? If it was one, or 10, or whatever more, and he kept saying, that was one of the few times that you saw a human being barter with God. And God bartered back with man. No, God don't play that. God's like, that's it. Okay, you take it or you don't. But Lot was so clever. Man, he should have been a lawyer. He was able to get more people saved out of Sodom. So even if there's one that criticizes me among thousands, wow, that went backwards. Among thousands of us that are together, it's important to me. And I thought about it. Well, they're mad because I'm leaving outside a premium tab where they pay $10 a month. I can understand that. What should I do when there's 99.99% of the other people that say, no, go ahead and come? I came. And it was good to be with you tonight. I hope you enjoyed what I've shared with you. Now, this is how I'm going to leave you. I want to tell you about the rest of the 10 files. Would you like that? I also have a fire. Oh, and by the way, to finish what I'm telling you about the international stuff, check this out. Delta brings us this post. I don't even know where the. Yeah, I can see it. Delta brings us this post today, post number 130. And if you're not a member of our forum, you should be. Come on, man. Join KTFalways.com. That's it. KTFalways.com. You won't regret it. It's free. Yeah, inside we have something called premium. If you can't afford it, I'll give it to you. If you can afford to pay $10 a month, thank you kindly. We all want to make a living, a decent, honest living. I hope that what I bring you so much throughout the month is worth $10. I wish I didn't have to put a price on it. But nobody gives me anything free. You ought to see how much it costs just to keep KTFA on the internet. Okay, so what was I saying? I forgot.
About bringing a premium.
But there's always one person that's bad, so I decided to come no matter what. Here I am. You want to join premium? Oh. And it turns out that Delta brings us this post, and it says, registration is now open for the 10th Iraqi Day at the Mason House on the 30th of March 2020. IBBC Spring Conference. Yeah, buddy. 2020. And our motto for this year, says Iraq, is, quote, Iraq open for business. Excuse me, what? Iraq open for business, unquote. See what they're doing? So they got money, in my opinion, going in and out of their country now safely, Article 8 definition. And you'll read about it soon, the same way you read about the tellers, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 days later after I told you about it. And you're going to read a lot more about this. File number 2, this concept of them going international by moving money in and out of their country. Yeah, my goodness, we gave you 3 things where they're saying, come on in, we're open. We're open for business. That's the name of your UB2B tonight, isn't it? Come on in, we're open for business. At a program rate, you think, family? Huh? At a program rate. You think that the budget would survive at a program rate? So, I see Iraq proudly reaching out to the international world electronically, physically with cash, and with announcements that we're open for business, not at a program rate, because you're sanctioned. And you can't open for business, stupid. It'd be like if OSHA went to a restaurant and said, we found 1 million cockroaches in your kitchen and 48 rats in your bathrooms. We shut you down. All right, so they plaster that nice little sticker outside of the door of the restaurant. And the next day, they open up for business. No, it doesn't work that way. When you have these sanctions on you, you can't be doing the things that you're doing that we're seeing with our own eyes, man. In my opinion. Unless you're international, and you are. And you're about to have an international currency because ain't nobody going to do business with you with toilet paper money. I don't care how international you are. Ain't that right, Vietnam? Ain't that right, Vietnam? My gosh, you got a lot of potential. But your currency sucks. Raise it. Raise the value and see what happens to your trade. You don't want to have to depend on China. You want to have to depend on what Trump has given to China. Shoot. Vietnam, you can do this. Work with the IMF. Anyways, I'll leave you. Oh, and then our Fireflies report is good stuff. This is good stuff, and it's a lot. And no, I'm not going to give it to you. I guess what I'll do is hey, Hey, Tink, you said that I can read the Fireflies report on a link. We can make a link,
Yeah, we'll make a audio link.
and then we can put the audio link inside of premium, only for premium.
Yes.
Roger that, then. That's what we'll do. But real quick, look at here. No, there's just way. Okay, look here. Let me give you one example. Here, we'll start out right there. And this is the only example that I'm going to give you tonight. Okay, it's good. It's got a lot of detail and information to it. Here we go. Please enjoy. Okay. By the way, what are they saying? Frank, please stop torturing me. Do not give me any more information. Frank, the view is beautiful, but if you could just move out of the way, I'd appreciate it. Frank, I need to be frank with you. Okay. So it turns out that this was this is today? Really? Dang. Huh. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. So I guess those audio links is probably the better way to go to. Is this where I told you? Is this where I told you I was going to start? I don't know. If it isn't where I told you I was going to start, it's where I'm going to start anyways. No, here, let's start here. Let's start here instead. Let's go to 6:36 in the morning. Today, television is saying, Mr. Frank, that Monday, this Monday? Yeah. That Monday, Malawi, they call him Malawi, so I guess I'm going to have to give up MTA. Because we all know now who Malawi is, okay? What'd you think? That good? Alrighty. Mr. Frank, television is saying that Monday, Malawi cabinet will easily be passed. I told you. Hell, I've been telling you for months. Hey, family, how come? Huh? How come it's easy? I'm trying to find it. How come it's easy, family? For me to tell you that they got a prime minister. How come it's easy? Jen, hold these down, please. Don't let them fly away. How come it's easy for the cabinet to sit down with no complications? Oh, but there is complications. No, there isn't. Oh my gosh. Let me see those files. Is this all I've got? I'm sorry. Hold on just a second, family. Let me try. Why is it easy for me, family, to tell you that the prime minister is already selected and the cabinet is selected? There should be no more problems after that. And the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, is because it doesn't matter if they have a full parliament percent vote or not. It's a specific percent of the parliament vote that is in attendance. You understand? What does that say? Watch it. Whoa, babe, I'm getting WhatsApp on this.
Just ignore it, it'll go away.
Yeah, but okay. Did you catch that, family? Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Look, it's a specific percentage of parliament that is in attendance that is required to make a quorum. You got that? I'm going to say it one more time because this is important for you, especially for Monday. You listening? It is a specific percentage of Parliament that is in attendance at that moment that creates a quorum. I know a lot of gurus say, well, there wasn't enough people that showed up for a quorum. What they mean is that nobody showed up. And because whoever shows up, a percentage of that attendance is what determines a vote. You got it? And if they do happen to have a full quorum, I doubt it. I think it's 332. 332 would make a full quorum of Parliament, but nobody shows up like that all at once. So, what do you say? Let me give you an example. Let's take about half of that. Let's say 180 show up on Monday. Somebody on the internet would say, well, they didn't have a full quorum. Shut up. All right, so what about the 180? Did they have a vote? Well, of course, that's why they came. All right, what was the majority of that specific percentile that attended the session on that day? And let's say of 180 that are sitting, in order to get the majority, what would you need? 90, right? 90, yeah? 50%? Well, you need 90 plus 1. Got it? You writing this down? Man, I don't want to go over it again. 90 plus 1. Now that becomes the majority vote if 180 showed up. 91 is the majority vote in attendance. That can that showed up on a specific date, whatever date it is. I don't care when they showed up. And on that specific date, they made a vote. And those that sat down, and we're saying about 180, just pretending, 91% did vote, and we do have a majority vote. Thank you very much. And that's the end of it. Now, if anybody else tells you anything else, just tell them to shut up, please. Okay? But let me show you. They didn't have a quorum. Shut up! Frank said no. Thank you, Joe. Come here. Hey, Tink. Look at he's complaining. He's complaining. What do you want to do with him? Go ahead. Squash! Oh, you squashed him. Just shut up. I don't want too many people to hear this. Come here. You know the numbers to the quorum? I gave you 332. Well, yeah, that is the full attendance. And this 180 number that I gave you? Yeah, okay. Remember I told you need 90, 91 at least of it? Yeah, okay. The numbers are going to get even smaller and smaller and smaller. Why? Aren't they supposed to get bigger, Frank? We're seating the cabinet. They're getting smaller and smaller because all of Iranian parliament is running away. And they ain't showing up. The only ones that are showing up are the ones that we want to show up. Yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah. Okay? So, ring-a-ding-ding, ring-a-ding-ding. Frankie! Angel 1, will you stop it? What's the matter?
But Frankie.
What do you want, Angel? What, Angel?
But Frankie.
What? No, I don't want to hear it. No, I don't want to hear it.
But Frankie.
No, listen, Angel, shut up. What? Frankie, I was in the bank for many years. Yeah. So? There's a letter of credit. Yeah, that would be nice. No, there's a letter of credit. Go look at post number 87. What? And if you don't belong to ktfalways.com, oh, you should. Go where? Go look at post number 87. I don't want to. What's it say? It's about the Bank of Hadim. One of the four major banks. What would they say? They're talking about a letter of credit. Not of intent? No, a letter of credit. Only if it's international. Yeah. What post number was that? What? So I went and I read it. And he says, Frank, these branch managers that are training, we just found out, and what? They're not being trained by Iraqi banks, are they? How'd you know? I know. They're being trained by right? And he goes, yeah. You know how big that is? I know. They're opening to the international world. You see, in my opinion, family, by showing this agency that is actually doing what Iraq should have been doing, they're showing to the international world that they're guaranteeing that the currency of Iraq is about to reinstate itself. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know of anything else that it could mean. Let me see here. Sounds like... No, I don't know. It could be any... I don't know. A letter of credit, Angel One, is a banking guarantee. You know that, right? Y'all thinking that's why I'm calling you. This is exciting. This is... Stop. So I made a recording, family, and you'll hear his recording so that you can enjoy it as much as I did. And we had Delta on there too. Poor Delta. Delta's always talking faster than me. And here comes Angel One. And poor Delta backed off into the distance. Eminem didn't say anything. He was shell-shocked. What just happened? What did we just learn? And who else was on there?
That's it. Delta. AGMN.
Delta, AG, Eminem, and me. I thought, oh, and I-Team in the background.
Any.
And you, sweetheart. Hey, listen, I'm sorry. I don't want to drag this out. I think we started at around 4:30.
62 minutes ago.
It hasn't even been an hour?
It has. 62.
Oh, 62 minutes ago. In Australia, I think that's less than an hour, isn't it? No, that would be 20. That would be 26 minutes, isn't it? So you found that out, and you sure about the LOC? It's in an article. What do you want from me? Okay. So I don't know, family. A governor bank now, a GOI bank. I'm sorry. I said governor. A government bank has been telling us a lot about what they're going to be doing internationally, and now we have a GOI bank, the Bank of Hadim. That is also saying that we are now going to allow the import and the export of currency with no risk whatsoever. For what reason? For profit. If you don't read that article, shame on you, family. And if you don't belong to ktfalways.com, well, shame on me because I haven't made it very clear that you should. If you understand, KTFA staff, Harry, post number 87, letter of intent, Bank of the Hadim. That's a guarantee of internationalism. Harry, go ahead and label it now as our last article in our final article thread. Thank you, sir. I hear Harry is going to be a moderator now, too.
Yes.
Thank you, Harry. I heard about that, too. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I went a lot more than I thought. Oh, I started to read to you, didn't I? But you didn't ask no more. So maybe you don't care, huh? You don't want me to read the rest of this? Television is saying that Monday, Alawi cabinet, Monday, will easily, because it's already been done, and I just told you the percentages and how it works. Got it? Will easily be passed because there is no more Iranian influence. They're all ran away. You understand? There is no restriction. There is no contradiction. There is no denial. There is no resistance. It's just futile, Iran. Yeah, the less that number gets smaller and smaller, so there's less and less that will protest this, correct? Right? Are you with me? Okay. Yeah, it's going to be passed with over 220. That's why I gave you an example close to it of about 180. Take it from there. You can do this. So over 220, yes, votes. There are Iranian-backed puppets that are trying everything to stop this from actually happening. In fact, they're going to start up more protests, Mr. Frank, marches in the street to try to say calling on special session is illegal. But it's all for naught because the Alawi cabinet will be passed this Monday. Yeah, this Monday, Mr. Frank. 8:53 a.m. today. Now, I'm not giving you the last 5 or 6 days. It is loaded with information about the prime ministership. But I'm just giving you a little bit of today, okay? 8:53 in the morning. Citizens in the streets are saying the only one voting against the cabinet are the proxies of Iranians backed. And they are the only ones. And say whoever voted against the cabinet will be handled in due time by the protesters. You understand that? I even gave that example on Monday. Hey, you guys know who it is, right? Parliament. Are you serious, Iranian Parliament? Are you still here? Dude, you walking down the street, they know who you are. And if they recognize you, they're going to kick your ass. They will be taken care of by the protesters. Now, I know protesters, we've been saying, are the Iranian jerks, but you know, it's easily cross-referenced. The protesters, the Iraqi citizens. There aren't really any protesters left from Iran. No, they punched out because they got punched out. So I asked him the following question. Hey guys, do you feel that this Monday is now a solid target date for the Prime Minister to finally announce his cabinet to all of you guys? Because he's only giving you part of it. Also, my teams feel that once he does announce it to you all, 30 days or less after he does that, he's going to have a new rate for your new currency. So I'm trying to find the whatever I said, and he says, Frank, yeah, the 24th Monday, all 60, got it? All 60 names of cabinet will go to Parliament for vote. That's including alternatives. Remember all those hundreds that I said Trump gave them? Here's some more if they don't like those. There ain't no delay. Just we keep it moving. The alternatives too, once they pass, which they say will be because they have 220 votes, the next step will be, are you writing these numbers down? The next step will be budget. But yeah, because here's your prime minister, and I said then you'll see the RI. Actually, the budget and RI are simultaneous or no, simultaneous. Then the next step, Mr. Frank, now with the Prime Minister, will be the budget. But that will have to be that will have to be reviewed by Parliament. It's already reviewed, Eddie. Everything I say you disagree, you'll eventually agree with me. It's already reviewed. But once they have the budget, that will have to be reviewed by Parliament once turned over to them. So, not sure on this time for that, Mr. Frank, because the rate could pop out before the budget. Why are you sounding like me, Eddie? Love you, man. Because the rate could pop out before the budget. Tell your bank friend, by the way. Before the budget is finally passed. Frank, these are just Eddie's thoughts on our rate here in Kuwait. He said currently at 330 to 335. So, Iraq, he feels, with all the time that has elapsed, he's talking about inflationary addition, with all the time that has elapsed, the rate for us here to be from like 3.75 to possibly little over 4. But that's just Eddie's thoughts, his opinion. It's nothing from his banker. He knows Iraq is far more richer than Kuwait, and who is right now sitting at 335, and the cost of living increases could even have that reinstatement of our currency rate around 375 to just over 4. Eddie, I've always said, in my opinion, that my name is Frank 26, and the reason why is because the Iraqi dinar was devalued at 322. When you add 20, okay, when you add 26 to the 322, and by the way, it's 0.26. Then you'll come up with 386. So Eddie, that's close to your opinion of what you're saying based on the living conditions that you're in there in Iraq. I want you to know I appreciate it, my dear friend. And then I said that, in my opinion, it's only going to be a peg for an introduction into the international world. And as it's launching itself, the peg will actually disintegrate. And I believed, I said that in my opinion that it wouldn't take very long, that I think that it would be around 425. And it's at that point, based on some economic formulas, principles, they should cap it. And based on what happened with Kuwait, since you're using that example of Kuwait. So 387 to 425 has always been my opinion. And as far as when, I don't know. But I do like the fact that, in my opinion, I would like to believe that it's true that President Trump has given them the date to stop using the American dollar in the auctions. And I believe that they have committed to it. And the fact that it is from Donald Trump, I don't think that's going to be delayed or moved or canceled or anything. You don't Trump. I didn't expect to share this much with you tonight, family. Oh, and by the way, here, I'll let you see it briefly. What was that?
I think the bus hit somebody.
The bus hit someone?
Maybe.
A person?
A whole bunch of people getting out.
Oh, buddy. Oh, he did, didn't he? He hit the car next to him. Oh, hit it again. Oh, one more time, dude. Come on, make my day. He's trying to close the doors. What he's trying to do. And he's trying to can't close it. So, yeah. Let's see where boom, 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 boom. You want me to read you more of Eddie, or you want me to say bye-bye? Because I don't want you to complain and say, "Oh, Frank, you talk too long." I do talk too much, and I apologize. Some people enjoy a good, a long jar, a good long conversation, a good long talk story. Read more. Frank, shut up and just read. Stop it. Frank, what's the matter with you? Keep going. Frank, there's so much info for you. Yeah. Oh, stop it. Yeah, there's a lot. I didn't even tell you the rest of the files, and I was going to tell you those too. But just one more time. And I'm going to say Jan after you. You don't want that. No, you don't want that. Somebody said, I didn't know you did a video with Fred Funk. I'm a funk. How do you put it? I'm a funk. Yeah, I'm a funk fanatic. Is that what he said? I was one of his funk fanatics. I used to, when he used to own a house in the back of this one golf area, and he would see him every day. And then he told me about his wife, and she is amazing. Remember what he said? She's amazing. She was drilling him. And no. Drop and give me 10. Okay. No. She's listening right now. You know she's going to get back at me.
He didn't say that.
He didn't say that? Yes, he did. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He had nothing but great things to say about the both of them, too. Jim from Augusta just texted me right now. In fact, he does the U.S. Open.
PGA.
Yeah. No. The Masters.
Yeah,
He does the
very
Masters, yeah. And he was talking about,
in Atlanta.
yeah. All right. Oh, shut up and read more. All right, Rick. Golly. Tough crowd already. Here we go. No, I don't want to reach it. 11:43. Let's continue where we're going. You ready? Mr. Frank, the Speaker of the House, Halabusi, now is saying that he's not giving any time soon on a date for a Alawi vote. It looks like he's been paid off by Iran. Now he is the one that sets the date for Parliament. This is a huge hurdle. No. I keep telling you, everybody that has any influence with Iran is a walking zombie. Let them huff and puff, and then let them fall over and turn into dust. Don't let them bother you. Stop it. Go about your business. Now, the Speaker of the House, Halabusi. I think that the information that you're sending me, Eddie, is just off-centered. It's not chronologically correct. I don't think that Halabusi is going to stop anything on Monday. If anything, it's probably Iran that is saying that he's doing that. Halabusi's okay for right now, as far as I know. Alrighty, then he says to me,
They're all gonna think you froze now. Right.
yeah, I just realized I can't read the rest of this. It's all good. What it boils down to is what it boils down to, family, is what we want to do with the banks next. So I don't want to read that. I hope you had a good time. Tomorrow I'll join you about same time, roughly, maybe a little earlier. And what we'll do is we'll cover the another file. You're up to 2 files, right? In fact, maybe I should leave you with the list of the files. So that's the last thing we're going to do and say goodbye. So tomorrow, around the same time or a little earlier, questions and answers. No, we're not going to give you Fireflies. I'm going to give it only in premium team chat. Premium, I don't know when. It won't be today. More than likely, I'll try to get to you tomorrow. It's actually 2 recordings. They're 2 long ones. Maybe we'll do one for premium and we'll do the other one for Monday bid. Because they're very good.
Okay.
They're very good. They have a lot of information in them. And I would encourage you maybe to listen to this recording again. He had much more information than you realize, I think, until you hear it again. Especially in the very beginning, the first 15, 20 minutes of our recording. All right, so let me say goodbye to you by giving you the rest of our files.
You were gonna mention the Democrats and the Russians at the end.
Oh yeah, and then I'll give you the rest of the other 10 plus 2 files. You know, in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, the Democrats, I was watching CNN. That's just amazing. I remember I said recently, I didn't know, I thought I lived in I didn't know I lived in a communist country. I did not know. When I was a little kid. And we lived in Germany. They had this wall. And it was tall. I was about 6 years old, 5 years old. And I remember in the back seat of the car, and I looked up. It was a tall wall. I couldn't see the end of the wall. It was tall for me as a little kid. There were parts of this wall where the wall was eroded and not all the way to the top, like a little grooves. And in there was glass. All kinds of glass, different shapes, colors. I remember the light refracting through them. I mean, I'm looking at this thing and thinking it's so pretty, but not realizing it represented evil. It was called the Berlin Wall. The Berlin Wall. Somebody wants to know, do we so? Tell them to go to our forum or to call me and I'll help them. And my dad drove off, and I never saw it again until I was at the. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Who are they all cheering for? Thank you. They're not cheering for me.
New races.
Oh, never mind. I went to the Shedd Aquarium in Chicago, Illinois, and I went to the Life Science Building. I went to see the U-505 submarine down in the basement, but there was this one part that had a big chunk of concrete with all kinds of writing and graffiti, whatever, on it. And I recognized it. I recognized it. I don't know why. I just did. I don't know why. I just did. I really don't know why, but I did. And I took a double look, and I went back to that car when I was a kid again. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. Democrats, come on, man. Tear down that wall. You know? Tear down that wall, you guys. Stop being so angry. Stop being so mad. CNN last night. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what he does. You find fault. 24 hours a day. I didn't know I lived in a communist country. Because you're lying. And now you're saying that the president is being helped by Russia in his election? Well, wasn't that the whole stupid impeachment? Huh? Hello? Wasn't it? So CNN last night, you make me vomit forward and backwards. You know what I mean? Forward, backwards. Okay, you upset my stomach. You really made me sick to see panel after panel after panel. And you all have this, like, like a dog peed in your mouth or something, kind of a look on your face. You're like, when it comes to Trump, you despise him. And now you're bringing back what you failed with. What you failed with? The impeachment. Why? The obstruction of justice. Liar. Okay, well, because he lied. Because Russia was going to help him. And he did bad. Yeah, uh-huh. Hey, Putin, you going to help? Were you trying to help? No. We hate the sucker. You do? Yeah, he's a jerk. He's arrogant. Why, you think we're working with Korea? Well, no. Democrats. The impeachment theory blew a tire. And you had a terrible car accident. Now, you're bringing it back again and you're saying, well, the Russians are favoring Donald Trump for the presidency of 2020. I didn't know I lived in a communist country. What, Russia can't have an opinion? Is that what it is? Russia, you got that? Somebody told Russia, ain't got no opinion, okay? They're not allowed to. Oh, because they're a communist country. I get it, okay. Democrats, why are you taking this to the, to the twilight zone? Why are you taking this to the point of, the land of stupidity? You're now pissed off and saying that there is proof by some panel that obviously the Democrats put together, and that are saying that, hey, wow, that's a long Learjet, isn't it?
Where'd they go?
Oh, they're beautiful. Can they see them? No,
You'd
they
have to turn
can't.
it. You'd have to turn it yours.
Come on, man. Democrats, let's just get along. Let's just get along. Stop all this bickering and all this nonsense. Russia can't have an opinion? They can't say, well, we think Donald Trump is good. What if they like Biden? You wouldn't say Jack, would you? You're desperate. You're desperate. And you're just like a drowning person. The problem with a drowning person is that when someone comes to try to help them, he drowns them too. I wish the Democrats would behave. I wish they would stop this. I wish they'd let it go. I wish we could become one country again, united, for the common purpose of American citizens. But no, Democrats are socialists. They're communists. No, they're Bolsheviks. They don't know. No, it's not individualism. It's all one thing. The hive. Hey, I've seen a lot of science fiction movies, and all of them that have a hive end up all dying. So, no, one core, one accord. The whole state gets everything. They eat the filet mignons. They have the asti spumante. Yeah, they have the frog wall with the truffle mushrooms, while the rest of the society of that country lives in poor conditions. And everybody gets health, everybody gets medical care, right? But you get a fragmented portion of it. Did you get an aspirin or not? Yeah, but that's not going to help my cancer. But you got an aspirin, right? You got medical care. Yeah, but that's not what's going to help me. And that's the stupid logic of the medical system of communism. It's all for one. What are you? You're selfish? What, you're not willing to die for the cause of all of us? No. I want to be an American and survive. And have capitalism. And make my own. My own. Not have you steal my own. Anyways, that's what I wanted to say. Democrats, are you kidding me? Russia can't have an opinion? You stupid. You stupid. Whatever. What else you guys want to talk about? Oh, someone says Alawai. Yep, that's the Alawai. It's only about that deep. If you fall in the Alawai, you will never make it out. Never been.
Yep.
Why?
Because there's bacteria, there's probably piranha in there.
There's
I don't
bacteria.
know.
There's things that will eat.
Sewage.
Sewage. There's things in that Alawai that will eat you. Hey! You don't like it? Cody, let me do you a favor. Come here. I'll show you.
They found a car in there a couple weeks
They
ago.
found a car. Yeah, that's right. And it's only this deep.
Yeah.
They found a car. Oh, the car fell in. A week later, half the car had disintegrated. The other half was gone. Oh my goodness, that's so true. Funny but true for the local people here. If you ever get any of that water splashed on you, oh man, it'd be like a monitor lizard spitting on you. That bacteria on him will eat you away. That stuff will eat you away too. Anyways, I can't think of anything else except to tell you I love you, and it was good to be with you all. I'd like to give you a phone number if you need any help with our
Posted.
form. Do you have the number?
I have
Can you get it,
posted. He's
please?
right there.
If you have any trouble joining our form or navigating, I don't know how to find these things that Frank is talking about. Just call this number as soon as my wife gets up to
There
get
it
it.
goes. It's right there.
What?
He just
Oh, it's
posted
there.
it.
Phone number is 440-296-2333. 440-296-2333. And that's one of our admins. His name is Steve Purifier. Steve, give him a holler, and he will help you out. You need to sign up for our form. You need to sign up for premium. You have trouble with PayPal accounts. You have trouble with anything. You have trouble with somebody on our forum. If you're being bullied, you let us know. We'll take both sides, consider what's going on, and take it to God in prayer, and then we'll give you our solution. Yeah, we're not going to let any little spark turn into something that gets out of control, because it affects way too many people. I don't mind. For 2 years, I didn't mind a handful of our own members abusing me, disrespecting me. I removed the word basement. I removed the word basement because they kept using it and confusing newbies. I said, please stop using it. They didn't stop using it. I removed the word. Then they come back and they come up with, oh, down in the bottom, where it's cold, oh, the dungeon, all this. Unbelievable. I want adults on my channel. I want adults on my forum. So, any children will be treated as that. I know I'm very childish myself, but not to the point where I hope I'm insultive and rude. And so that I'm not anymore insultive and rude, it's probably best that I say goodbye to y'all. You take care of each other. I'll be with you tomorrow. Premium, come up with your questions. Premium. Listen to what I told you in the first 20 minutes of this recording. Ask me the right questions. You got to ask me the questions, okay? Got to ask me some questions. We've been on too long. Let's just save the other 10 files for another time. They're here, by the way. Maybe for tomorrow night. One, two, three. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then 13. Oh, I don't even think you can see it. 13. So we got a lot of studying to do. Let's pray for each other, okay? Lift each other up on our form. Love each other. Protect one another. I'll see you on the other side of today. See you tomorrow, family. God bless you. Aloha. And please pay attention to the first 20 minutes. Add the words together. Take care. Bye-bye. Now I have to turn it off, babe?
That's it.
I've gotten good at this. I know how to do it now. Let me see. Let me push the button.
You want to show him this scenery?
You hear that dog? He's barking back at me. Oh, geez, look, he's right there. You see him? The guy?
Oh yeah.
We're done, by the way. You can go if you want. What was it, Jen? We were at Buster's. Ain't it?
Yep.
Tell that story so we can say goodbye to them.
So we were at Buster's, down where the Ward Mall is, I guess. I don't know what you call it. So we were sitting and we were playing a video game, a driving video game. What is it called? The Fast and the Furious.
Fast and Fury.
And so they always take a picture of you before you start racing.
Yeah, they take the picture.
And Frank made a really funny picture with his face. Show him how you did. No, you didn't do it like that. And I made a funny one. And we played one game, and Frank beat me. And then the next one, we set it up. And then all of a sudden, there's another player that popped up on the screen.
What?
And he's waving in his picture. So I leaned forward and looked down for a couple seats away, and this guy's waving like crazy and going, "I watch you! I watch you! I watch you!" And I'm
What's
like,
that, Jen?
Frank, look at this guy. What's he
that?
saying?
What's he
I
saying?
watch you.
Because there was so much noise in Dave and Buster's. It was so loud, right?
Yep. So we finished playing the game and racing against him, and he came over with
I thought
his
I owed him
friend.
money. He was going, hey.
He came over with his friend, and she said, "I told him, look, that's the guy that we watch. That's his wife. Remember when he sings to her, he makes her come over and give him a kiss on the cheek. So I recognized her hair. That's his wife. That's the guy we watch. That's Frank."
And it was a pleasure to meet you all, by the way. He's a pastor.
Yep.
Pastor Dan, I believe it is, and he's an evangelist now as well, too. But they were there at Dave and Buster's, and we were driving our cars. So much noise. I look over, and I see a guy going, "Ah!"
I watch you.
Was it?
He kept, I watch
I
you.
watch you, I watch you. Yeah, he kept going like that. You gotta come over here so they can see you, babe. And like at first, again, I wasn't thinking KTFA. I thought, oh, I owe this guy money or something. But then when we went back to the game, he beat us. I came in
he
second.
did.
You came in third.
Fourth. No, I came in.
You came in fourth. Who came in third?
I don't know. The
Nobody?
person who wasn't playing.
How could nobody playing beat you, babe?
There's automatically 4
Unbelievable, honey bunny. But it was nice to see him too. You know another one? When we went to go see Fred.
Look,
What?
there's a letter.
Whoa! What? Oh my!
The
Look at
letter
that!
N.
It's an N.
Some kid's puzzle. Poor thing.
Look at see if you can get it. Well,
Oh, here. I
no,
can't.
it's that is so cool. And it hit the building.
Or it's a Z.
It's a Z or an N, one of the two, yeah. We were with Fred Funk, right? And we were going from, I believe it was the 7th to the 8th hole.
Another rainbow.
Another rainbow?
Big rainbow.
Here, get it and I'll tell the story.
You see it?
Yeah, I see it. It's right. There's two. Double rainbow, babe. It's a double rainbow. Let's see if we can zoom in on it so
Flip
that they
this
can see
around
it.
and then turn your hand.
Flip this around.
Yeah, put flip.
Okay, it's flipped. All you do is just fold that up so that. There you go. Can you see it, family? Oh no, Jen. Here, it's right there. You can barely just see one. Just barely. Zoom in on it. You see it?
Got it.
Okay. So we were at the, I think going from the 7th to the 8th hole, and we were walking, my wife and I, And this, what do you call those, marshals?
Uh-huh.
The guys with those long signs.
Right.
This gentleman, he sees my wife and I coming, and he stopped on both sides, and he just waited until we got to him, and he reached out and he says, "Frank 26, I just gotta thank you." And I said, "Oh, well, thank you, sir. Thank you kindly for your support." You know, it's interesting, family, that God has given us KTFA, this platform. Yeah, we're becoming known. It's amazing. We were sitting at an airport, and I was minding my own business, reading the U.S. Today, and the guy sits next to me and does the same thing. He looks at me, looks at me, looks at me. And finally he said, "I'm so sorry, man, but are you Frank 26? And I said, "No." But we had a wonderful time talking with him as well, too. We've been eating at restaurants, and people come up to us and they say, "I'm sorry, but..." Yeah, no worries. And this stage has been complimentary, rewarding. I mean, all human beings want to be recognized for their efforts, I guess. But we want to give all honor and glory to God. The stages that we are developing, whether it be through YouTube or live stream or KTFA or whatever venues that we'll be using in the future, are for the purpose of serving God's kingdom. I'm having fun doing it, I will admit. And I enjoy it, and I'm glad that you all tolerate me. There goes. Come here. Come here. Luke, the force is with you. Come to me, Luke. Come to me. You see, because I know the currents are going to come around, right? So it's going to come back in a second. But look, Luke, come here. I am your father. Tissue, Luke. Luke, tissue. Hey, where you going? Son, what's the matter? Son, oh my God. Oh, God.
Oh, look at babe. Shepherds.
Oh! I got a salute. 3 of them, right? So, oh. Looking good. Oh, they're so powerful too. Hey, Iran, you watching? Iran, let me make you feel at home. Oh no, actually these are just dropping leaflets. ABC 15% discount this coming Saturday. Eat at Joe's Sushi in Musa Beach. Where? Oh, way out there. What does one finger represent, babe? Is it like we're number one? Is that what he's saying? Is it? No, it was a ring. It was, I don't know. I guess he wasn't thrilled. He was just in his backswing too. Poor guy.
They're still cheering for him.
Oh, look at that doggy down there. Oh, that's disgusting. No, never mind. Don't look. Hey, doggy, let me make you feel at home. Isn't that crazy? And I don't even drink. Oh, Lord. Thank you! You hear that? Can they hear that? Yes. You see it? I think it's a soccer game. It's way over there. Yeah, they're running back and forth. There they go again. Thank you! Thank you! Oh my goodness, oh, you're too kind! What?
Somebody's pinging your phone.
Somebody ping me. Anyways, we ready to say bye-bye, babe?
Yep.
You know, Jan, I can get a suntan when the sun goes down.
Yeah, I know.
I can get a suntan 5 minutes next to the microwave.
I know.
You know,
If I light if I light a match, if I light a cigarette lighter, I get suntan. If I open the refrigerator door, like 4 o'clock in the morning when you're asleep, so I can get my cookies out, I get a suntan. Yep. Y'all take care, okay? God bless you. Bye bye.